Hello, I am Kyle Pounds, and this is what I think about string theory. Um, I've been watching videos on YouTube the last few nights. I've had really bad insomnia, not sleeping at all, so I figure I'll just lay there and listen over and over. String theory. There's lots of videos about it. I think there's two 1 hour long videos and a bunch of shorter ones. You just listen to it over and over again and see if I can figure it out. It's kind of hard for me to concentrate on that at night, but string theory is kind of like the new quantum physics. I think it's relatively recent. 68 was it, or the 80s or something. But originally, quantum physics was when they came up with the idea of nucleus and with neutrons and protons, and then they were like, well, what makes those up? So they did all these tests, and every time they get all of this different energy things popping up and out and kind of painting a picture for them, and they kept naming new ones, and quarks are what make up the nucleus. But I think they were saying that quarks there's three of them that would appear inside of to make up the nucleus, and two of them would be positive charge of 0.33, and then one is negative charge of 0.66. So, and then they disappear and then reappear in another random configuration immediately. But and this would happen 22 zeros after one in a second. But then they saw, I guess, that these quarks were connected by a string filament, and now they're kind of thinking that, well, what's really interesting to look at, what really is the thing that's existing now, is the string itself, which vibrates, and and so then they came up with the idea of multiple dimensions, and that's just these strings vibrating, but you have lots of different strings vibrating at different vibrations, and so they don't really interact with each other if they're at a different vibration. So that's how you can overcome physical distances, teleportation. Like if you have two guitars on the opposite sides of the house, and you string one string of one of them, that string on the other guitar will start to vibrate, but none of the other ones will. So you could have another guitar right next to you, but it has all the other strings, but not that string. That string won't vibrate, but the one on the other side of the house will, because it has that string. It's kind of like that. And so then, but I guess they had to explain how they would connect, and also to explain gravity, how gravity connects, I guess, instantaneously. And so they came up with the idea that there's other dimensions, and those other dimensions are just filaments of bubbles, gigantic bubbles, as big as universes, and different dimension is literally different size dimension of the bubble. So I guess smaller bubbles, smaller dimension, bigger bubbles, bigger dimension. And there's an infinite number of bubbles at a different number of places. So your body has bubbles coming through like this, crisscrossing infinitely like that, and they come way out, and so at a certain vibrating at a certain vibration. So since you're in one edge of a bubble, you follow that edge all the way to the other side of the edge, and that's how you can teleportate over there. Or you can, if you want to go not to the other side of that bubble, I guess you can ride the filament of one bubble, connect to the filament of another bubble, and then zigzag your way into where you need to go, following the vibration. And I kind of come up with my own idea that maybe also different dimensions are related to different fixed points. Maybe there's actually fixed points, different levels of fixed points in the universe, and that's basically expressed through how planets rotate around stars and the moons rotate around planets. You move according to what you are revolving around is one dimension, and the other one's another dimension. And so the speed of light maybe is different depending on what dimension you're in, because the speed of light is going like, it's kind of like you're protected by the sphere that you're in. Like, say that the air, you can only go 20 miles an hour, because the air will, and you have the rollerblades that won't roll back because the air will push you, and that's as fast as you can go, whether you're rollerblading that fast or standing on top of a bus. So you have different fixed points. So like a planet's revolving around a star, and it goes, say, a certain speed, and then that star revolves around another bigger sun, but it goes at a certain speed, but the little star inside of it, when it goes around, can go at its own speed because it's protected. Anyways, I may have gotten totally sidetracked on that. That was like my own little theory. But is that it? I think that's how they explain gravity too, because it's all connected, and all those different bubbles, filaments of bubbles connected, and it's just a thin sheet. So that's how it's instantaneous. Like if you push down one bubble, immediately the whole thing indent. And so like that's how gravity works too. Like if you go inside of, say, a big bubble, all the crisscrossing, and you take a pencil with metal wires that come out and you twist it all around the little filaments of the bubble. You can kind of stretch everything into it, and so that's how like light can fall in. Okay, I think I'm rambling. I think that was all the questions, though. That's all I can remember. Anyway, I'll watch the videos more times tonight, and I'll see if I can come up with any more insights. And I'll watch this video and see if I make any sense. So, if anybody has any suggestions, that would be awesome. Or if anybody else can explain it, that would be awesome. Okay, bye-bye.